Hello, hello, hello. It is day one of our new character, Supercharged Superstar. We've got 10 acts to go through. Let's get it done as quick as we possibly can. Once we get to town, I will talk a little bit about the build and our leveling process, and then we're going to get going. This build is going to be a Herald of Thunder auto bomber using 2 Storm Secrets and an Impulsa. I'll show everything off once we get to town. The Divine Ire build should be using Primordial Eminence, the one that gives increased Golem buff effect.
And I thought I'd be a dead woman by now.
You finally got the big one.
3 of them, because you need to have 3 of them in order to activate the Anima Stone's second Golem. I actually have quite a bit of gear here lined up for us to be using. Let me just... Sorry, my throat's giving out a little bit. Been doing a lot of streaming. Let me just get some stuff here organized. We use the 6th Golem because we get increased damage per Golem that we have summoned, as well as having a 2nd Chaos Golem summoned is very, very useful. Because it ensures that we always have the very large amount of safety that the Golem gives us. You'll have to forgive me if I'm being a bit slow getting everything organized in town. I didn't do a whole lot of planning out of, like getting everything into position to pick it up real quick and get moving. This should be the bulk of what we need for now, though. We need to pick up a Frost Bolt.
Watch isn't much, but it's ours.
Or Freezing Pulse, actually. Place our Fireball. That linked up.
Be well.
We actually want to be leveling this Smite in our offhand.
Out there.
So we need a quick red socket on the swap.
Stay sharp out there.
Now we are good to get going.
I know that stench. Just like my sisters upon the pyre.
My goal today is to get through the axe in maybe around 3 or 4 hours.
To learn is to live.
I'm hoping that this build really fills the niche of having a very, very fast clearing zoomer build that gets us through maps real fast to farm up the Conquerors for another build to come in and kill. So we're not actually going to be too concerned about our single target damage in this build compared to, say, the Divine Ire build. Yep, Anima Stone is basically the only majorly expensive part of the Divine Ire build. You can definitely function without it, but it's a pretty huge step up. It should be going down in price as the league continues, and there are ways to farm it, targeted-wise. There are a couple, I think there's a div card that specifically gives a Primordial Jewel. And that should have a fixed spawn location if you're really keen on farming it yourself. But I generally think that just doing normal mapping should get you everything you need.
I think this ray class will serve.
Eternity Shroud usually doesn't get too cheap over the course of a league. Thread of Hopes, for depending on what size you want, I think the most expensive one usually only gets down to around maybe 30 or 40 C for one that doesn't have like absolutely terrible resistance penalties. Yeah. 15x for a 6 link is still pretty expensive, though. I think in total, the gear that I pre-bought for this character is probably somewhere around the 9 or 10x mark. And that includes, like, a 6 link and a bunch of other gear. I was surprised at how cheap the storm secrets were. Normally I feel like they maintained their high value for quite a while, but I guess people have just been getting a lot of them out of rituals. Yeah. Yeah. Eternity Shroud is definitely... It's like a really build-enabling item for a lot of skills, because you can use almost whatever you want with an Eternity Shroud, and as long as you're fully spec'd out in Shaper gear, you're going to end up dealing a ton of damage. So I like it a lot for the fact that you can do like really niche, like not so great skills with it and end up dealing a lot of damage anyways.
I'd rather burn than call such a place home.
Let's see, we can equip this now. That. We want Stormblast Mine, Orb of Storms, and Frost Bomb to have basically everything at this point in time. Really don't have any other good supports to be using.
When I'm ready, and not before.
That makes a lot of sense. I'm not sure. I kind of want to do a miner this league. I'm thinking about the build that I was talking about yesterday, but I still need to do a lot more research into it. Because I really do enjoy the miner playstyle. I personally think ball lightning mines, if you, it really depends. Because, Hourglass Mines is a more budget-friendly option compared to, like, top-end gearing for, ball lightning. But, ball lightning does have that higher top end, so that's, I think, probably the biggest consideration is how much you want to spend. the less you want to spend, the more likely it is that you're going to want to do like Pyroclast or Blazing Salvo Mines. Also, I highly recommend Blazing Salvo Mines. I did that build last league and it was a lot of fun. You had both really good clear and single target.
Ignorance.
No, on the highest end, like the Ascendant, like Ball Miner, that gets really, really expensive. Like I think Tai was talking about how he's gonna be spending at least like 200x this league on his build, and that he's not even like going all the way with it.
Had you been my creation, brute, you'd not have fallen so easily.
This is for your own good.
Alright,
Sirens appear
let's
to
see.
be dining well.
Lightning Walker. Hopefully we find the cave right away and don't have to backtrack. That would save us a lot of time.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I'm really, really looking forward to getting this build to endgame. I think even at level 24 or whatever it is that we can first like equip Herald of Thunder, things will really be interesting.
clumsy me.
Starting at around level 12, as soon as we can, we're going to be using Arc for clearing. And then we're going to stick with Pyroclast, or not Pyroclast Mines, Stormblast Mines for a single target. Not the route I wanted to take through this area, but it's what we get.
Please understand that as a gentleman of honor, it pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard hearts.
A large mana blast, that's actually basically exactly what we're looking for right here.
And that's how you die properly,
Sapphire
sailor
Ring
boy.
is good pickup. We're
No
basically
half
immune to all of
measures,
Merveil's
lucky.
damage at this point. There's the exit.
When I'm ready, and not before.
We're going to quickly pop back to town. Grab our rewards.
Be well. While we live, we are blessed.
Arc.
While we live, we are blessed. While we live, we are blessed.
Flame Dash. And Empower here. Orb of Storms. Added lightning damage. That ready to put onto our arc. Surge. Added lightning damage. Arcane Surge there. Basically done with Frost Bomb at this point. Now start using this portal. I'll start using a good second wand. Alright, that enables arc. If I were to equip it instead of dropping it on the ground, arc is generally a better skill.
need more mana.
This is love's true face! Fear tastes so sweet!
Poor fishwife. 'Twas luck.
It's nice to see there's still some life in this twitching corpse of a continent.
Yeah, sorry if I'm not speaking too much today. My throat is actually kind of really hurting.
When I'm ready, and not before.
There's also not a whole lot to talk about, just running through the acts for the 150th or such time.
I need more mana.
Your trouble.
It's kind of disappointing, really. I usually like rats.
if I'm entirely honest, I might cut today's stream a bit short and do most of the leveling process for this character off stream. Which is unfortunate because I really want to show off the leveling for this build, because it should be pretty good once we've got Herald of Thunder going, at least in a small capacity.
When I'm ready, and not before. This land has no time for avaricious little despots like you, Oak.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunately going to be the case. It's actually quite a bit like painful to talk. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I'll probably just private the stream. Thank you for showing up. I really do appreciate it. And once again, I apologize for having to cut the stream short like this. But I am gonna go ahead and call it here. I hope you have a really good day, and best of luck with the build.